Oh, my bad. Hey, what's going on? I had the mic muted. God damn. I'm about to do the whole podcast without niggas listening. That's okay. My bad. Hey, what is going on? What is going on? If y'all didn't hear me before, y'all probably like, man, what the fuck's going on? Clown ass sound wasn't working because my clown ass had it muted. Man. Hey, I'm glad I looked at the shit. Man, good looking out. God damn. I had the shit muted the whole time. Nigga, that's how tired I am looking ass. But anyway, this is a I Don't Know TV series. Hey, man, shout out to Nuke again. Like I was saying, shout out to her. I got to get her on here. Hey, man, shout out to the homie, Young Brand T. That's my nigga right there. And just in case if y'all ain't seen the last podcast, whatever. Hey, man, I'm going to start doing that shit, taking that shit on the road. That's my young nigga, man. I've been knowing that nigga for like, god damn, for like 15, 16 years. I've been knowing him for a long time. And I just said, hey, man, I want to ask you some questions. That nigga was like, man, all right, cool. Come through. So, man, we going to be doing that segment. I'm going to be doing a lot of shit, different shit. Interviewing niggas and seeing they take on certain clown-ass shit. So, hey, man, for y'all that ain't checked that out, go ahead and check it out. We going to get some more footage of him and sit down and holler at him. So, hey, much love and respect to my young nigga, Brand T, the prophet or whatever. So, shout out to that nigga. Hey, man. Man, another day at the court plantation. I'll get right on that for you, boss. Whatever you need, boss, I'll get on it for you, boss. No problem. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I had to do one tonight, man. I was a little busy. Man, I got to check out my new Hidden Colors. I just got that DVD, so when I get off work earlier, when I get off the court plantation, I'm definitely going to check that out. The Art of War. Go get that DVD. That's the latest Hidden Colors. Anyway, I'm about to get on this shit right quick. This is to all my melanated people. Are you a Jay-Z or are you a Colin Kaepernick? Or would you aspire to be both? The reason why I'm still touching on this subject right now, because a lot of people are hot and bothered by this Jay-Z deal and mad that he partnered up with the NFL. This is the thing that I'm gonna get on too about that. Just listen to different people's perspective. What the fuck did y'all think was about to happen? He's a businessman, and my thing is too, are y'all conducting business out there? Is that y'all definition of business? You know what I'm saying? He said he didn't want to do the halftime show, then he come back and do a deal with the NFL. What do y'all think about that? Because let me tell you something, it still ultimately reminds me of businessmen. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Colin Kaepernick did settle and got paid, which he should have got paid. He was the hottest quarterback in the league, and they silenced him and put him out the league because he was standing for injustice. But in the same token, nigga, you got paid. Nike paid you too. These are the type of things I think that we should take. You know, we should try to take some type of stock in and look at these things. Your average nigga will do a job that you don't want to do. You could be like, man, I ain't fucking working at that job, man. Them people are racist. And the next nigga will come right behind you and take that job and pay and take care of his family. So let's not act like niggas is not businessmen. And that's their definition of conducting business. Now, when you listen to Jay-Z's rendition, it was kind of funny because the nigga was like kind of and kind of like, you can kind of tell it was an awkward moment. But at the end of the day, I don't fault either man because they both got paid. And two, this is the thing that everybody else need to look at. If you really want to look at some shit, let's look at this. Let's look at both men making money. Because at the end of the day, it ain't like Colin Kaepernick is dumpster diving. He can't afford to feed himself. So we got to look at that shit too. And we also got to look at exactly why the deal was made. Now, Jay-Z said, we don't just stop at kneeling, so let's just see what he gonna do. Now, to me, it just seemed like a whole bunch of buck dancing and just I'm trying to get the bag and making sure I'm making my money and putting people in positions of power. Because at the end of the day, he does have a payroll, like I said before on the last podcast. I just want to see, who are you? You know what I'm saying? Are you a Dame or are you a J? You know what I'm saying? But to me, I think most people gonna go after being like Jay because it's more appealing. Me personally, I like the Dame Dash approach. I just like that because he can say what the fuck he want to say. We may not like his antics, we may not like the way he go about things, but to me, it seems like he has more freedom to say what he want to say. And he don't have no corporate sponsors, and he don't have to worry about, oh, well, we can't say that, and we're losing sponsors. But then again, if you're trying to be a businessman, you got to be a politician because you're a businessman, depending on what business you selling to. You know what I mean? Some people have this ideology that, you know, politics is everything. But to me, I feel like politics are man-made. That's created by man. I think to coexist in this world, you ain't got to be no fucking politician. Because I don't think Malcolm X was. I surely don't think Marcus Garvey or Nat Turner or the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, them people weren't politicians, but within their organizations, it's probably politics. You know what I mean? Every religion has politics. Every corporation has politics. That's how things function. So, at the end of the spectrum, are you a politician? Because to me, the reason why I asked the question, are you Jay-Z or Colin Kaepernick, I think they're one and the same. How you feel like that? This is my perspective. Colin Kaepernick still took money from him. If he really was feeling like it was about the injustice, he would have been like, y'all can keep y'all money. I don't want the money from Nike. Fuck it. I'm just going to go do my own thing. But he felt like there were services that are rendered. And I look at it from this. You can't sue a company and think they're going to offer you a job. And if they do offer you a job, it's going to be some bullshit. Because that's how corporations work. And it ain't even our system. So that's why Roger Goodell and the football. Look, first of all, this is the type of things that happen at your local corporate plantation every damn day. They'll fire one nigga and hire another one. Everybody is replaceable. You can put your foot in a situation and feel like you're making a stand, but at the end of the day, you are a number to them. And that's a fact. And Colin Kaepernick, to me, wasn't nothing but another number that they paid that nigga to get the fuck out their way. They just didn't know it was going to be this much pushback because they probably felt like, oh, niggas don't give a fuck about that shit. Because most niggas don't. Most niggas don't even want to read a pamphlet. Niggas don't even want to read a tweet. So I know niggas don't want to read no fucking no goddamn shit that's really important. That's a fact. A lot of the times I think these so-called conscious people that are fighting for the movement, they get confused and they will place that hat on people like Jay. At the end of the day, he's a businessman, so I don't understand why. And to me, I think we look in the wrong direction for people that are supposed to be political activists. And two, maybe he may feel like that's his part. And if that's his part, hey, you got to go with that. You can't be thinking like, oh, well, he got to do more. I'm just interested to see, like I said before, what are you going to do when you get a little bit of money? Most niggas, when they get a little bit of money, they going to move out the hood. They going to move around a whole bunch of the dominant society motherfuckers and look down on the rest of these niggas and bring a couple of niggas that they know. And then when they dead broke, they going to go back to the hood because that's where they came from. And if they not broke and they sustain that money, they going to never go around to the people that they probably knew in the first place. That's just the mentality of most people. Because they just so excited to make it out of that situation, they don't give a fuck in the first place. That's just me. But I digress. You know, some people, they look at it a certain way, and some people don't. They look at it the opposite way. They probably feel like, man, you gotta be doing more. Most of the niggas they be talking about, you gotta do more. These are niggas that's lazy, sitting around the house, ain't doing shit. I'm gonna take stock in that too. Most of these niggas, it's so funny too, because it's always niggas that don't got billions of dollars that can tell a nigga that's got billions what they should be doing. I don't give a fuck how many friends you have, unless you have data, empirical data that can tell you this is what kind of needs to happen, then that's what you need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? But look, this is the funniest shit that most people, if they were in that position that Jay's in, they'd do the same shit. Motherfuckers want to become moral judges of what other people do with their money when they ain't got it. Then they want to become the moral compass of what niggas should supposed to be doing with their money. Man, I ain't got time to be telling the next nigga what they need to be doing with their money. I'm too busy worried about what the fuck. Look, my problems is having problems. I don't got time to be telling a nigga what they need to be doing with their money. Look, Jay, do what you need to do. But on a socially conscious move, I would say this. I personally think that we gotta do better at paying attention to what matters most. That's what I think. Oh, here we go. This shit is funny too. One of the main things I think we need to do is we need to have our own streaming platform. We need to have our own services that we do for melanated people. We need to stop depending on YouTube and everything else. I'm waiting to see when that melanated brother, sister come along, or even a dominant society person come along and be like, hey, y'all ain't got to stream on YouTube. You got to stream on this platform. Matter of fact, you could just take the platform and text it to everybody, and then they can be right on it watching. That's what needs to happen, because there's so many restrictions and rules and guidelines that you got to adhere to on YouTube. And trust me, everybody that y'all think is making a whole lot of money on YouTube, these niggas is not making no money on no YouTube. That's a fact. It's about getting the message out. You're not making no money on that shit. Motherfuckers think if they get a million subscribers and they get a million hits that you making millions of dollars. No, you only making like $10,000 type shit, $20,000. It's like streaming. But they got everybody thinking, oh man, he making millions of dollars. That's not true. That's not true. Do your research. You can have 1 million streams and make $5,000. Oh, that nigga got 1 million streams. But these are the things that we're uneducated about. That's why I feel like I'm tired of watching. I hear a lot of conscious, not even conscious, but I hear a lot of deep responses to Jay doing that deal with the NFL and all that. And then I hear a lot of clown ass shit. Just, man, that nigga, that nigga should be doing more and all this other stuff. Man, please. Most of these niggas that saying this shit ain't doing what they are supposed to be doing for the family that they surround themselves with. But they want to tell a nigga like Colin Kaepernick and Jay-Z what they should be thinking and what they should be doing with their money. We become the moral judges of other people's money, but we don't even want to become the moral judges of these police officers that's shooting and killing motherfuckers with impunity. We don't even want to become the moral judges of the people that has stolen this country, become the overseers and trustees of it, and then propagated this news that melanated people are lazy. We don't even want to judge that, but we quick to judge each other. And we always judge each other by the monetary value that a motherfucker has. Oh man, that motherfucker ain't got no money anyway. Everybody get caught doing that. Or you're looking at their shoes. That's why I like to wear the most dustiest, holiest shit. I think it's funny. Motherfuckers be looking at me. I keep my hair just like the way it is. Happy nappy. Fuck them. Nappy roots. All day. Once you ain't got nothing to prove to nobody, you get to the point where you don't care. And I think Jay is probably to that point where I don't give a fuck, man. I'm about to feed my family and feed the people up under me. And I don't fault him for that, because he was never a socially conscious activist to me anyway. Why are we putting him in the same seat as Talib Kweli or Mos Def? He's not them. If he was them, he wouldn't be a billionaire. That's a fact. That's a fact. Everybody acting like Jay, every album Jay has made has been a 444 album. It has not been that album. He made that album at the end of his career, not at the beginning. So it's like, everybody changes constant. And one thing that I know about change with melanated people, we change with the wind. And we will hold a nigga and nail him to the cross. But when it comes time to nail the dominant society to the cross, we don't want to do that. Every melanated people, every melanated in the United States of America is a victim of the racism and system of white supremacy. You are prisoners of war, according to Neely Fuller Jr., and he's right. Because when you're a prisoner of war, you take on their culture, their religion, and they give you your culture and your religion. You don't have your own. That's why everybody only knows about Islamic faith and Christianity. Nobody knows about Ifa. Nobody knows about any of the other voodoo and voodoo. We think those are bad. But we're going to sit up here and persecute Jay and everybody else. And Danielpantaleo, or whatever his name is, Pantaleo, whatever his name is, the Italian who choked Eric Garner to death, they laid him off. They fired him. They didn't want to, though. They had to go through all this shit just to fire that man. He'll be working for another department. They'll give him a job doing something. But they had to publicize it and politicize it, because guess what? Those people, the people in New York was probably like, hey, what the fuck is going on? And what's so funny is we don't even know if he probably might still get his pension and everything. I'm telling you right now, that's what it is. And we got to understand that. Man, hey, man, when I was talking to the nigga Branty, some of the shit we didn't put on camera, man, he was saying some crazy shit that made a lot of sense. A lot of shit. The way I kind of had to edit it, he was going in about a whole lot of shit. And we was just having a conversation before we really started doing the interview. And a lot of the shit made sense. And we are more concerned with jealousy and envy. That is rampant within the melanated community. For real. They have the racism and the system of white supremacy has done their job in making sure that there's only one black person at a time that's successful. We only have one black rat billionaire. For real. We can't cheer on Dame Dash because we feel like we're being disloyal to Jay. We can't cheer on Jay because we feel like we're being disloyal to Dame. My thing is I cheer them both on. They have their own different paths. Me personally, I like Dame Dash's approach because he call their asses out on their bullshit. He don't have to do it in no rap CD. He call their asses out. But I think that we associate success with just being a Jay-Z. You know what I mean? Because they're the ones who gave us the standard. They're the author of the narrative. Success is based off the dominant society, the white people's success. That's what it's based off of. Because if it wasn't, then we wouldn't be going to these Ivy League schools and being $250,000 in debt to go work for them. We would be plumbers, electricians, AC techs, journeymen, sheetrock, carpenters. We would take more pride in doing that type of shit. But no, I'm going to go to school and pay $250,000 and be in debt to go still be a slave. Because that's all you're going to be. You're not, because college doesn't teach you how to be an entrepreneur. That's a fact. If you want to be an entrepreneur, go and listen to Dr. Boyce Watkins. If you want to be an entrepreneur. That's a fact. If you want to know what's wrong with the system, go listen to Tone Talks. I just think we feel like we got to take one side. You don't have to take one side, man. That's a fact. If you don't have time to read, go get the Hidden Colors DVDs. That'll teach you all you need to know. That'll give you the basics, the basic principles of who we are and what we are about. If you watch all of those Hidden Color DVDs and 1804, because I got them all. Like I said, I got them all. If you didn't hear me in the beginning, I got them all. And I just think that we be so focused on the jealousy, the envy, and what this person has versus what another nigga don't have. I bet you it's a nigga right now laid up with a bitch. He just got done fucking with her and talking shit about what a nigga need to do with their money. But he don't even, but he hasn't even found out a plan on how he gon' and how he gonna get home. Cause he ain't even got enough money to Uber his ass home. Cause he laid up at a bitch's house. And how he gonna explain to the bitch that he lived with where he was at the whole time. But a nigga can talk about what the other niggas should do with their money. It's like, come on, man. I just be tripping off. Some of this shit just don't make sense. To me, it just doesn't make sense. And I think a lot of the times we focus on like, oh, what kind of car this person have, what kind of shoes they have. That to me is teenage shit and teeny bopper 20-year-old shit. Once you're in your 30s and your 40s, you still worried about what kind of shoes niggas got on, especially if you ain't got no money. Then you need to go back to the drawing board. That's a fact. And all you niggas out there, nigga, if you're in your 40s and you're still talking about you going to school and you ain't got no plan, you living day to day, not figuring out what you got going on, you should look in the mirror because you've played yourself and you are a failure at life. If you don't know exactly what direction you're supposed to be going in, you're a fuck up. And I don't give a fuck who get mad, I don't care. That's why when I be meeting niggas talking about they going to school to do what? So you going to school to be a high-priced slave. Matter of fact, to me, most niggas don't get it. If you're going to school and you're not trying to be a doctor or a lawyer, and not even a lawyer, a doctor, because there's more need for doctors than there is lawyers to me. If you're not trying to be a doctor and a good one, and you just going to school just to go to school to pass the time, you're going to look up and be 50 or 60 years old with no 401k, no nothing. And then who going to hire you, especially if you black? Where you gonna work at? I think this is what the problem is. To me, a lot of niggas, they get caught up on, oh, that's a boss move and all this other stuff. Well, how are you making boss moves? This is a boss move to me. When Lil Kiki or Lil Ray Ray gets shot and killed, we ain't got to do a GoFundMe to bury him. we can go tap into that life insurance that you got for Lil Ray Ray, because you know how wild he is, and you ain't got to worry about that. That's a boss move to me. When you ain't got to have no car wash and raise no funds to bury Lil Day Day and Lil Ray Ray because you got life insurance on them. Or when, when Big Mama passed away, y'all are able to keep your house because Big Mama had a life insurance policy to make sure that the house is paid for and y'all got the house. That's a boss move. Generational wealth is a boss move. Not going to school and becoming no fucking high-priced slave and you don't even know how or where to go get life insurance. Most niggas I have, to me, get insurance on the rims on a car before they get life insurance on themselves or their family members. Most niggas get insurance on their TV or their shoes or some bullshit that they bought from an electronics store, but they will not get life insurance on their family or on themselves. And then they raising money and taking donations from niggas because they ain't got life insurance. But they got that new house and they clean though. See, niggas want to be like Jay-Z, but niggas I understand that's his path. That's not your path. Niggas want to floss and have the money like everybody else, but those are not your path. That's not your path. That's not your trail to blaze. That's why when we pull up next to the nigga and he got the rims in the car, instead of us being like happy, like, oh, okay, that's cool, that's tight, and admiring it, like, oh, damn, that's a nice car. We mad. Oh, look at this nigga. I'm older now. I'll be laughing at niggas, especially out here in Las Vegas. Let me tell you something. This is why I'll be laughing. I can only tell you from my perspective. I go to the nice neighborhoods every fucking day. I go to them, I see them, and let me tell you, it's all white people and Asians. It ain't no Latino people. It ain't no niggas. It's all white people. In these 5 and 6 and 7 and 8,000 square foot homes, in 10,000 and 15,000 square foot homes. It ain't no niggas. That's a motherfucking fact. And it ain't no Mexicans there. So I know who's getting the money, who has the wealth. That's why I be laughing when a nigga pull up next to me with the cars and the rims. I be laughing at their asses. I be like, nigga, you probably live where I live at. Or maybe you live in a nice part of town, but you're not living where all the real motherfucking movers and shakers is at with the 8, 9, and 10 and 20,000 square foot homes. I know because I'm in those neighborhoods and I don't never see no niggas. You know what I see? I see Latinos doing the yard work, and I see the niggas that work that are installing the cable, are installing the direct TV. That's what I see the niggas there for. But I don't see the niggas living there. That's a fact. And I think it's hard for us because, like, when we see Jay and we see Oprah, and then we be like, oh man, we doing good. That's the bullshit that they propagated. Y'all better go look at the numbers. 90% of the nation's wealth is held in the hands of the dominant society, which is white. We own 2.6% of that wealth. And out of 2.6, I think 6% or whatever the numbers is like in the hands of boomers who have kids that are waiting for them to pass away so they can either sell whatever generational wealth they have and they can kind of live comfortably for a minute. That's a fact. I know because I'm a product of not being taught about generational wealth or being shown that. That's why I read and I research the shit for myself. Because most niggas don't even know what generational wealth is. Generational wealth is a car and some clothes and some shoes. Right now. And I'm glad you just gave me that idea. I just gave myself that idea. I'm about to do a little something on that. That's a fact. Because these are the things that we got to understand. Oh, I see the streaming service is fucked up probably. Man, YouTube always be bullshit with that shit. But I don't give a fuck about that because I ain't got long anyway. I got shit to do. But anyway, I appreciate everybody listening, subscribing. Again, go check out that interview I did with my homie Brand T. That's my nigga right there. Shout out to that nigga again. Hey, shout out to Nuke. I got to hit her up too. I keep bullshitting. I got to hit her up because I got to get her back on the show. Look, for real. But anyway, I appreciate everybody listening. Subscribe for all you niggas that's fucking a bitch right now. If I was you, I would text my baby mama, whoever you living with, and let her know that you got to work late. I already know you're thinking of coming up with an excuse. It's probably a nigga laid up with a bitch right now talking about he love her and all this bullshit. Lying. Y'all niggas stop lying too. And y'all bitches stop lying. If y'all don't love these niggas, stop lying to them. Too much lying and fuckery going on in the world today. Too much, oh, I love you. I love you. I want to be with you. Hey, man, let me get $50 real quick. Man, nigga, what? And I'm tired of bitches bartering they pussy to do shit like get their nails and hair and done and want to get a dinner. That's what I'm about to say before I get it. I remember one time I went out with this bitch, man. All this bitch did was try to get me to buy her some dinner. And I'm looking at this bitch like, God damn, bitch. I'm not buying your shit. I told that bitch, it's a restaurant downstairs if you want to go eat. Man, I had the goddamn bartender rolling, man. I ain't playing that shit. And then, this was so funny. Now, if I'd have told the bitch, well, bitch, how much you charging for your pussy hole? Fuck it. You want me to buy you something to eat? Okay, I'll buy you something to eat. But I'm guaranteed a dick sucker something at the end of the night, right? So it's like, we gotta know how to deal with each other. Period. And not even just that. Women gotta stop putting a pussy holes, stop pricing your pussy out the game, and stop putting extra value to your pussy hole. Cause when I go on Robinhood and check when I check your market cap value on your pussy hole and it says negative $5,000, nah, bitch, nah. And for all y'all that don't know, like, what you mean? It's like checking a bitch's Carfax on her pussy. You gotta check the Carfax on that pussy. Because if it's got a lot of miles and then had a transmission flush and oil change and then had to get a new tranny and a new radiator and all this other shit, hell no, bitch. I can't fuck with you like that. And that's a lot of the issue too, because niggas want to go run and get money so they can go fuck everybody's bitch too. That's what I don't get to. It's a lot of that too going on. And niggas, stop doing that. Stop wanna. Now, hey, if y'all bitches want to do that shit, then charge it to the game. But I just feel like it's too much concentration on fuckery and not enough on forward movement for our people and teaching us. Each one's got to teach one. Know the law or get to know the law. And if you don't, just be slow to speak and eager to hear. Stop being emotional around police and know how to conduct yourself. And stop riding dirty. I'm tired of niggas. Don't give me no excuse about, oh man, I can't get my tags and all this other shit. But nigga got Gucci on and all this bullshit. How you gonna have Jordans and all this other shit, but you can't even afford to pay insurance on your car? You can't even afford your car, man. Better yet, I'll do you one better. How are you gonna have all this material bullshit? To me, how do you buy these cars and houses and shit? You can't eat the way you need to eat. You can't put groceries in it. It's hollow in the kitchen. Type shit. You got a car, you can't keep gas in it. You can't keep the insurance running. I don't understand the logic. I'm not talking to everybody else. I'm talking to my people. Because we always claim this woe is me. Okay, now there's some people that can claim that, but there's a lot of niggas out there that just lazy motherfuckers that's trying to run game on the next motherfucker. There's a lot of bitches bartering they pussy hole. You might as well just put your pussy hole on eBay or Amazon if that's what you gonna do, and then we'll rate your pussy by the stars, just like they do on Amazon. So if you got 2 stars, then we know this bitch's pussy ain't shit. That's what needs to happen. Might as well, man, because I'm like, golly. The way the economics is going now, you can't even date a woman based on likability. It's got to be based on equity theory. What she got versus what you got. Now, I ain't no goddamn love doctor, none of that shit. But I'm just telling you right now, a lot of motherfuckers, they're getting together based off of economic gain. That's a fact. That's what I think the dominant society has over melanated people. And I'm not telling us that we should do it, but we already know that's a strike against us because niggas will be with a woman and woman will be with a nigga for a minute, but after a while, they gonna be like, all right, this shit is played out. I ain't got time. And then that's where the fuckery takes place. Because now you about to fuck with this nigga, and then he about to fuck with this bitch and all. It's too much of that shit. Too much of that Derek Fisher, Matt Barnes bullshit. That's why, don't hang out with me. You trying to fuck I'm not finna hang out with no nigga so I can fuck his bitch. It's like, y'all niggas don't. I don't get it, man. Too much worried about that shit and not worried about shit that fucking matter. That's all I'm saying. A nigga can tell you about every bitch he fucked and every place he went to, and then when you be like, hey man, So you damn near about to be 50, 60 years old. Man, what's your retirement plan thing looking like? Like, what you got going on? Man, you ask a nigga what his retirement plan, they gonna look at you like, I retire when I'm dead type shit. Well, me personally, I'm not trying to work till I'm 80 years old. God damn, I ain't trying to, fuck that. So that's why I'm like, man, hey, it's about planning and doing that shit right now. That's a fact. Because most niggas don't think that way. That's a fact. Because most niggas don't want to read. They feel like once they go to college and get that clown-ass European degree that they gave you, and then they're a high-priced slave, then they're happy. Then they're like, oh, okay, well, I'm making more money than you. And it's like, nigga, what? You a slave just like me. I got this book called $40 Million Slave. I haven't read it yet, but I can't wait to read that shit. That shit's gonna be great. Right now, I'm reading the Negro Project by Margaret Sanger. I done read 2 or 3 books. Yeah, I'm still reading. I don't think I'm just up here bullshitting. But anyway, I appreciate everybody listening, subscribing. For all you niggas that's laid up with a bitch right now, telling her you love her and you know you don't love her, you ain't shit, nigga. And for all you ladies that's telling nigga you love him and you know you fucking another nigga while you fucking with him, then why don't you just say that? Type of shit. But you're not gonna say it, and I understand that. Because everybody's hustling everybody. And that's a fact. I'm just trying not to get hustled. That's why I keep my circle tight and I have a whole bunch of fuckery bullshit around me. And you should do the same. Hey man, it's been fun. It's been real. I got shit to do. I'm tired as a motherfucker. And I'm a slave just like you. I'm out. Guilty, nigga. Peace.